I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
All right, y'all, we're here. We're live. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and do me a favor. Like this video, share this video, and go to Buster H.R. Johnson and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. It's at Buster H.R. Johnson, too. We're not going to waste any time. Got a really cool show for you guys here today. You know I want to promote September 14th at 8 p.m., the debut of the Dirty Dozens Pro Wrestling Roast Battle. So let's get this done, and then let's get this show underway.
You already know who it is. We be bustin'. It's Big Buster, baby. I got some Dirty Dozens for y'all. We be bustin'. Wrestling roast battle. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready. We be bustin'. Here we go. Who be bustin'? We be bustin' like Blassie, like William Perry, we hustlin'. Big in these streets like Big Buster. You a sucker like Lou Brother, who trusted? We be bustin'. Lick off shots, shouldn't get clocked. Knick knack, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Dirty Dozens with my bros. Step into the zone, wrestling roast battle, leave that alone. We be bustin'. We be bustin'. We be bustin'. We be bustin'. We be bustin'.
Do not miss September 14th. It's a Sunday, 8 p.m. Going to be one hell of a show. It's going to be funny. It's going to be full of laughs. These guys are going to shred each other on the microphone, and two of them are going to walk away $50 richer. But I'll tell you what it's all about right here tonight is PKAW. And the PKAW heavyweight title coming up this Friday, September 5th in Brownsville, Tennessee. My guest tonight is going to be facing off against the PKAW heavyweight champion. And let me just say this about my guest tonight. There's 4 guys around this area that work around this area that I feel like are head and shoulders above everybody else on the way to making it to the big time. First off, Buck Skinner. Here's my thoughts on Buck Skinner. This dude is an outlaw. He's a modern day gunslinger. If Billy the Kid were a wrestler and 6'5", he would be Buck Skinner, without a doubt. This dude has everything he needs to be at the top of the big show and maybe even become the world heavyweight champion one day. Then let's go to Aaron Roberts, the Problem. Another huge guy, 6'5". Let me just say this about Aaron Roberts. character off the charts, charisma. He can talk. He can do it in the ring. And he truly is the second coming of the OMG, the one-man gang. That is Aaron Roberts to a T. I wish that name had never been used because it's made for him. He is the modern one-man gang. Then that takes me to Bullwhip Ballard. Let me say this about Bullwhip. Bullwhip off the charts. His look, his character, he can talk, he's got the charisma, he is believable. And he's another one of these guys out here. Let me just say this about Bullwhip. If Terry Funk, Stan Hansen, and Bruiser Brody had some kind of little weird love triangle and had a baby, that baby would absolutely 100% be Bullwhip Ballard. All three of these gentlemen have potential, in my eyes, to be at the top of the big show and maybe even be world heavyweight champion if all the stars align. And that brings me to my first guest here tonight. Talking about all the stars align, what sets my guest here tonight apart from the other guys? He's got talent. He's got charisma. He can work his ass off in the ring. He's got the look. But you know, he is, for me, to be honest with you guys, he knows this, I've told him, he is the reincarnation of Gino Hernandez in my eyes. This dude has it all. He's got the swag. He's got everything. But you know the one thing that makes him different than all these other guys? When the WWE are looking at you and they're looking at putting their main title on you, they're looking for a guy who can carry the company for several years. Here's what they're looking for. Think about this. You got the WrestleMania name test. Does it pass? I don't know. You know, everybody's got a different name. But you've also got the face of the company test. And that right there is what sets Austin Mulitalo apart from every single other person I mentioned. Let me just say this. Austin's got the look. He's the guy that you can put on posters. You can put on billboards. You can send to the talk shows. You can send to do the personal appearances. You can send to sign the autographs. He is 100% got the face of the company look, and that is absolutely 100% why he is astonishing. Without any further ado, I bring to you Austin Mulitalo. Austin.
What's up, Buster? How are you?
What's up, man?
Man, you're making me tear up a little bit, man. That means a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, dude, here's the thing. I've been thinking about that, and you guys are the four guys, I believe, that's worked around this area that are pulling out in front of everybody else for a shot to make it at the big time. Each one of you guys are heading that direction, and all four of you guys are going different paths. I believe each one of those other guys could 100% become the world heavyweight champion one day, but I do not think they're going to be the face of the company.
Well, that means a lot. You know, those three guys have done quite a bit to begin with. You know, Buck Skinner, you know, everything he's doing with New Japan, GCW, amazing. Aaron Roberts, he just came red hot off of WWID. He's still going to go do amazing things. I'm super excited to see what he does next. And then, man, Bullwhip Ballard, man, debuting with NWA at the biggest show of the year. Man, he's doing great stuff too. And it's funny you say all that. You know, their time, my self-confidence is always, you know, at an all-time high. But obviously, you know, with everything else in life, you know, you're going to have dips and stuff. And lately I've been thinking about that, and a fan made me this. It's a side plate, you know, a custom side plate. And
there you go.
It's the coolest thing. I always try to look at it every day and just think about when this is going to be on a nice WWE championship.
I seen you holding it up in the waiting room while the intro was playing. I seen that, man, and I thought it was a sticker. I thought it was going to be a new Astonishing Austin Mulitalo sticker.
Need to be a sticker. That's a good idea. But yeah, no, a fan made me this. Made me two of them. So pretty cool. His name's Joseph. So he's a great dude. Great dude.
That's really cool. Look, Dorian. Look, these are just my top. Yeah, dude. Look, there's several other guys that would make that top 10 list. These are just the four guys that right now, at this moment, I feel like are putting themselves in the places they need to be, getting themselves in front of the right eyes. I think they're the forerunners. They're the lead horses in this race right now, Dorian. I'm sorry, man. You're on the list. You just ain't in the top 4, my friend.
Oh, he's gonna get mad at that.
Cody said that wasn't by mistake. These guys are going to be in the Dirty Dozens battle, not against each other, but they're going to be in Dirty Dozens. Dorian comes back and he said, I love Austin. I think we all do.
Oh, I love him too.
Natural States Wrestling, Sleazy, he says, keep up the good work, young man. Luke Justice says, I think highly of Austin. Hope all is well. Dorian's back and he says, opinions are like buttholes. You're right, Dorian. Everybody's got one. It just turns out we got to wait and see whose opinion was right. Austin, let's talk about you, though. Jett Hero sent me a message. He said he was going to be a few minutes late. Did not tell me why. I guess since he's the champion, he feels like he got to make that grand entrance. I don't know. But we got a few minutes before he comes on. So let's talk about you and what's been going on with you. And I tell you what I want to do. Let's go all the way back to WrestleMania weekend and talk to me about WrestleMania weekend for Austin.
Sure. So obviously I was down there for the entire week.
Chris Lex, what are you talking about, man? I put you over like a motherfucker when you rode. Now you gonna dog me? Come on, Lex, get real, man.
Chris sucks, man. Go take care of your stupid kids.
Yeah, anyways, I heard you got your kids talked about Friday night, man.
Yeah, but no, first time ever being down in Vegas. First time ever doing anything with WrestleMania. I had the honor to do extra work for SmackDown, Mania, and then Monday Night Raw. So just being there, being a part of all that was really cool. I got to do a couple indie shows like during WrestleMania week. That was super cool as well. Man, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I feel like everybody kind of has those career-defining moments. Standing at WrestleMania for me was most definitely one of them. And then another moment for me was just being backstage, like before WrestleMania night 1, just in catering, just kind of seeing like how everybody does their own thing. And CM Punk just sat right next to me, a bunch of other extras, and Gabe Sapolsky. And like probably 2-3 hours before he went out and wrestled, and just like gave us the most amazing advice that I've ever heard. And like stuff I've taken from that, conversation is stuff that I do today, and amazing. Like, couldn't have had a better experience.
We got a comment here that's wanting to be read. It's K&G Game. It says, hey, Austin, you disrespected guys who wear T-shirts in the business. So what would you say to Wrestling Life Homicide, Kevin Owens, New Jack, Mick Foley, in their face? Would you say that to them in their face, that wearing a T-shirt is disrespecting the business?
I can't remember when I said that. I mean, it sounds like something.
It does sound like some shit you'd say, Austin.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, I just had this conversation with Big John Dalton the other day. Like, for me personally, just kind of how I was trained and stuff like that. If you go to the ring and you wear a shirt, it should be ripped off. Not saying that I would always rip somebody's shirt off, because that's just, different times and stuff. But that's just kind of how I was brought up. But, I mean, I would never wrestle with a shirt on. Just, I'm not, like, I don't have the best physique, but, at the end of the day, like, I think there's traditions within wrestling that should be kept. But if this has turned into, like, one of those, like, body guy conversations, at the end of the day, this is how I see it. If you can go, you can go. Right. Kevin Owens, for example, like, Kevin Owens is not by any means like a Billy Graham-esque looking guy. He's not. But there are things about Kevin Owens that separates him from everybody else, to the point where not only has he been signed to Ring of Honor in WWE, but like, he's a featured guy, or has been a featured guy in both of those companies. He's got the charisma, he's got the promo. He can go out there and he can work. He can make you love him. He can make you hate them. There's just so much stuff that goes into that. So, like, for me, I don't really think I don't know. I mean, it's a different time, obviously, but I don't think how people look should be a factor in wrestling. Now, I think everybody in wrestling should be able to go out there and, work a match and obviously not get blown up
Right.
or be so out of shape that you can't wrestle. I'm not saying that at all because, everybody comes in different shapes and sizes. But at the end of the day, if you can go, there's no denying that you can go in that ring. Like,
Right.
I saw in your intro and stuff, like some videos of you doing stuff like, you're a bigger guy, but, you could go in there and you're working, you're dropping elbows, you're working holds. You're doing like news interviews and stuff like that. So.
Got to be a jack of all trades, man. A master of none, a jack of all trades, man. The only thing I don't do is fly unless you can throw me, man. If you can throw me, I'll fly. So KG's back, and he says, would you say that to New Jack to his face? It don't matter now because New Jack's no longer with us. I guarantee you there's a lot of shit nobody would say to New Jack's face, man.
I mean, I'll give you a solid answer. I'd probably say no, because I probably wouldn't be in the same locker room as New Jack.
And nobody wants to get stabbed either. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I'm like, I think wrestling's very subjective. Everybody has their own different things that they like. For me, I'm not a huge fan of like hardcore matches or like ECW. But I like certain people. Like I would watch Jerry Lynn, RVD, just to name a few. So I don't know. I don't think I would, but who knows?
Right. Eric, I'm glad you're with us, dude. I appreciate you tuning in. Klein's in here. We all know Klein. He trying to say that was a nice way to call me fat, man, is what Klein's getting at. Hold on, Austin.
He's a big oos.
All right, he ain't in the studio yet, but yet he's sending in comments. This is Jett Hero. I think this is hold on. I think it's bullshit. You have me waiting. Come on, Jett. Jett thinks it's bullshit. Hey, man, this is a big deal you guys got coming up Friday night. This Friday, Brownsville, Tennessee, September 5th. While we're waiting on him to get in the studio, why don't you talk to us a little bit about heading to Brownsville? This is your debut for PKAW, right?
Yes. PKAW. What a name. What a name. That's a cool name. I've always wanted to like cuss in wrestling. So that's pretty cool, cutting that promo. Yeah, no, man, I'm excited. He talks about how, he's everybody's hero, which, I mean, we'll get into that because I'm not sure what he means by that. But, yeah, no, I'm excited. The management reached out to me, and it's amazing for me when, promotions are in such a bind that they're like, hey, we need to call in, the guy, right? And they give me a call and they're like, hey, we need you to come take care of Jett Hero. And, eventually when I do it, I'm going to be their hero. You know what I mean? So it's going to be fun.
Oh, there we go. I will say this, him and the Independent Heroes have been running roughshod over PKAW through PKAW. They just had a little split though, so there's some dissension in there with at least one or two of these guys. Look, we're still waiting on Jett Hero to get in here. He can comment, but he can't come in. So Chris Lex wants to know, he said, who inspires you to be a wrestler and what moment in wrestling stood out to you the most, man?
So the first question is kind of complex because I feel like I've had different inspirations just throughout my time. When I first started, RVD was like a huge inspiration for me. And then, I kind of found out about CM Punk. And then from there, when I started training at Harley's, I learned about Harley Race, Ric Flair, Four Horsemen, stuff like that. Later on, and like the cool thing is that if you kind of watch my stuff, not only I like to think that I'm original with a lot of my stuff, but you can kind of see bits and pieces from different people. Like
right.
When I started getting into wrestling, Gorgeous George was a big inspiration. So I started wearing the giant fur coats and stuff like that.
Now, come on, Reggie B. Fine inspired you to do that, man. We all know that.
No. Got to meet one of my childhood heroes, Ricky Morton. So do a little bit of stuff that contributes to him. Mike Quackenbush. But, like, I'd say the person lately I would say probably Cody Rhodes. I've gotten to talk with him quite a bit. I actually have his number on my phone, which is pretty cool.
Be showing that shit to everybody, don't you? See, I could call Cody if I wanted to, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say hit Cody and CM Punk, and then obviously like as far out as I go to different places, I'd say like my trainers, Leland Ray, Steve Fender, those guys that trained me to be in this business. They still inspire me quite a bit because I will always go back to them, their advice and just kind of how they can guide and mentor me really kind of helps me, become a better wrestler. As far as the things that stand out, I'd say a lot of times I feel like I have imposter syndrome to where, like, for example, the RKO that I took, right? That's a big deal. And I'm not saying that it's not, or, I'm not trying to play it off or make it more than what it was. But to this day, there are people that will come up to me, people that have been wrestling fans longer than I've been alive. People that have like seen RKOs for a very long time coming up to me and it's like, I've been watching wrestling for 20 something years. And that RKO style that you took was the best thing I've ever seen, like as far as sales. So stuff like that, just stuff that kind of takes me out of perspective and just kind of makes me think about, what I do and what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. Really is like something that stands out to me, and it's such a cool thing.
Look, man, Nix is in here. She's still waiting on that singles match with you. Said you're one of her favorite, but she still wants that match.
Nix is scary.
Oh, hold on.
Bite my head off.
Here is Jett Heroes back in here. He says, I'm sure Austin has something to do with me not being able to log in. No, dude, I sent you an extra new link. If everybody out there is watching, it's a weird link because Facebook was an asshole to me and made everything private, so I had to go delete the whole link from earlier today, reset everything. That's why it's just the PKAW logo. Oh, Jett Heroes in here, guys. You ready for this, Austin? Let me.
I'll say one thing, Jett Hero. You better start stretching because Friday night I'm gonna stretch you out, kid.
Hey, Justin Klein, hold on. He's talking about Jett Hero. He says he probably has that mask on backwards and he can't find his way to the waiting room. Damn. So hold on. Let's get him on here, ladies and gentlemen. One and only, without a doubt, my hero and yours and maybe even Austin's, the PKAW heavyweight champion, the one and only Jett Hero. Hold on, Jett. Hold on, Jett. Austin did that shit, Jett. Hold on. Here we go. Let me get you on again. There we go. That's right there. Title. That's what it's all about. This coming Friday night, Brownsville, Tennessee, Austin. Talk to me about getting a shot at that PKAW heavyweight title right there.
Yeah. So listen, obviously I believe in tradition, right? Obviously you should earn a title shot. In this situation, really out of my control, but hey, I'm booked in the match and I'm going to do what I do better than everybody else. And it just so happens to be that you hold that title. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to do what I do best.
Jett Hero, the champion, man. You're on here.
Why do you look mad, man?
Through the mask. How you look mad through the mask, man? Come on. That's good. That's good body language right there, Jett, right there, man.
Buster, will you please mute his mic?
Man, I can't mute his mic. I think he'll give you the... I think he'll let you talk, man.
Speak already.
Y'all going to be doing more...
Comments. I see a lot of comments from all these guys saying... I have my mask on backwards, Justin Klein. I'm going to tell you something.
Sure.
Come September 5th, Austin steps in the ring with Jett Hero. And I'm going to put all these wannabe managers, all these wannabe wrestlers in their place. The bottom line is you called out 4 people. 4 people. I recall a time that Bullwhip Balor was PKAW heavyweight champion. Or did everybody forget about how he tucked his tail and ran from Jett Hero?
I think he was the first champion, wasn't he?
He was.
Well,
And
okay.
then he ran away.
To be fair, I do believe that because Bullwhip ducks me himself. So
hey,
ooh,
I'll believe you.
So you call out these 4 guys and you put them on a pedestal, but you don't never mention Jett Hero. I see Dorian Vane chiming in saying that you didn't mention him. Who is even Dorian Vane?
Ooh.
Nobody even knows who that is.
Ooh.
So let me tell you something. When I say I'm ready to come in, Buster, don't be playing games with me. Bring me in. Let me shut this kid up because he talked way too much.
Now look, I seen both of y'all had some promos, had a few words for each other. Austin, earlier today or yesterday, you sent out a promo. You had a few words for Jett, and here a little while ago, a few hours ago, Jett rebutted that promo, man. So you guys have got this big match coming up. Jett, let me ask you this. I have to say that I feel like Austin's probably the biggest challenge to your title that you've had to this point, right or wrong.
Well, you know, his background coming from where he came from, he's a multiple champion in different companies. You can't deny the kid. I give him that. But one thing for sure is he's never wrestled for a company like Pure Kick-Ass Wrestling. We ain't them TV shows. We don't pull shit. We don't baby people in the ring. So does he have what it takes to step in the Pure Kick-Ass ring? That's what you really need to ask him.
Hey, man, he said he's always been dying to work for a company that was a little more on the edge, where he could say what he wanted to, unfiltered, and PKAW is the place to do that at. I ain't no doubt about that. So Austin, you have a chance to go in. This is not your normal sanctioned environment that you're used to. When you step in the PKAW arena in Brownsville, Tennessee, it's pure kick-ass wrestling. That means anything goes from start to finish. Are you ready for that?
The independent fucking heroes, we've started riots there. People, fans jumping on us. We having to fight ourselves out of there. You say Chris Lex was a tough opponent. I beat Chris Lex at the PKAW compound for this. So he came out there and had these 9 and 10-year-old kids disrespecting me with a "fuck you, Jett" chant. These are 10-year-old kids that he has.
I believe that.
I believe that. Now
he sucks. We can agree on that. He sucks.
This is not your ordinary Bluff City TV taping or your Memphis wrestling TV taping. When you step in this ring, we go beyond and above for the fans. And the main thing is that Jett Hero is everyone's hero in Brownsville, Tennessee. And you'll see it come September 5th right there in front of your face while they cheer me and they boo you.
Okay.
He's laying it out there for you, Austin.
I got some thoughts. First off, right? Everybody has this notion about Astonishing Austin Mulitalo that I am a proper, dapper guy, which to an extent I am, right? And show us your shirt again. It says independent fucking heroes, right? Obviously, we are both independent wrestlers on the independent scene. But something that makes me stand out compared to everybody else out here is that I don't think like an independent wrestler. I think like a professional wrestler. Because at the end of the day, that is who I am. It's in my heart and it's in my soul. But I want to break this little notion of how people think of me or how people perceive me. Because Astonishing Austin Mulitalo, I can fucking scrap. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter what style, where it's at. I can go. When I come to Brownsville, Tennessee, I can't wait. I'm excited because as much as you can throw down and all the dirty tricks and cheating to win, I can do
cheating to win.
but I can do it better than you. I can do it way better than you. I've seen your work, man. I've seen. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get the job done.
I've never cheated to win.
That's respect. I'm giving you your flowers. But at the end of the day, Jett, you're not my hero. I am professional wrestling's hero. I'm every promoter, booker's wet dreams. I am coming in and I am taking what's most dear to you. And I really hope you can understand that.
Well, first off, I'm going to tell you right now that I've been saving these promotions for years. When Don Bass ran SPWA, he called in Jett Hero, PK Ripper, to help him with his show. TIWF brought in Jett Hero to make their show better. There's not a show around here that I haven't touched and made them better. So for you to say that you're going to come in to the house of the independent heroes, that is highly disrespectful for you to think that you could put your hands on something that is more deserving than you. You don't deserve to be touching this. So
you're
when
right,
you say
man.
you scrap, just know that Jett Hero, the wrestler, is not just a wrestler. I am that motherfucker.
So let's discuss that.
Hold on, Buster. I got one more thing to say. I like that. I like how you're coming off. I really do. But it's funny because you talk about how you're the guy that comes in, saves the day, right? Is that why? I'm assuming that's why you're.
I saved the show.
Right? Yeah, you
it's
saved
always
the show.
been that way. That's why I am.
I find it very ironic that come full circle that it's Astonishing Austin Mulitalo that they're calling in because I'm the guy. I'm not just the motherfucker. I am the guy. If you look at my last name, it's Mulitalo. Right in the middle of that, it says the word it. Because Astonishing Austin Mulitalo has the it factor in everything about professional wrestling.
So let me ask both of you guys this. Both of you guys have beyond pro wrestling training. Both of you guys have combat sports training, MMA training. What happens if this thing goes beyond pro wrestling this coming Friday night in Brownsville? What happens if this thing, let's just call it like it is. What happens if one of you guys tries to shoot on the other guy? How's this thing gonna go down?
It'd be like that Rajah Jackson moment. And
Oh.
That's how I picture that. That's how I picture that.
You would be the stew guy, correct?
No. Absolutely not.
We'll see. I don't know, Buster. I mean, I've obviously never been shot on, but I've been in a lot of fights in my day for martial arts from the Army. I have an anything goes kind of mentality, meaning that if it comes down to it, I will do whatever it takes. I will rip your arm off. I will punch you in the face. I'll bite you. I'll do whatever it takes. Like, I got brass knuckles right here. So I'm always ready to go.
Damn.
Just don't tell the ref that.
That was a quick draw on them knucks, man.
That was cute. Got brass knucks ready, huh?
Yeah, hey man, they matched the title. You see? They're pretty. They matched the title.
That's cute.
They are.
So look, here's something I want to touch on that Austin said. Outlaw mentality. There is a difference in professional wrestlers, the ones who are professionals and see it as a professional business, as a professional sport, than outlaw guys. The pro wrestlers, they understand that it's all about climbing that ladder, making that next big break. Outlaw guys, they like being a star in their own hometown. So let's talk about that mentality. Austin said he's a professional. Jett, are you professional or are you an outlaw guy?
Well, to be the real it guy, I believe in a different way of thinking. He whores himself out and goes around to all these shows and he doesn't make himself valuable. So when you see Jet Hero on another show, just know that it's because the value is up here and not down here. I'm not a hot dog and a handshake guy. This isn't a debate anymore. I don't do that. That isn't me. So when you are the it guy, you have to focus on what's really important. And what's really important to me is not some other promotions. It's this PKAW Heavyweight Championship. So when I say that they would literally have to pry this from my lifeless body, that's exactly what I mean. This isn't a game. This isn't a let's see how many shows that I can hit in a month. That doesn't make me valuable. That doesn't excite me. You know what I'm saying? When someone reaches out to Jet Hero and it's a sorry about that. But yeah, when I say that, when they reach out to Jet Hero and I go to their show, it's for a reason. It's going to be a purpose behind it. He said that PKAW reached out to him. I don't know who gave out that memo. I don't know. But what I do know is that if they reached out to Austin Mulitalo, then I would have to say that maybe they made a mistake by putting a professional wrestler in here with somebody who has nothing to lose. So when you step in the ring, I'm highly professional. Never hurt no one. Been the top of the food chain, no matter what anybody says. Jet Hero's the top guy here in the Mid-South. Bigger than a king, bigger than a king. I am a true hero in professional wrestling.
Austin, let me ask you, what do you see in front of you when you look at Jet Hero? Do you see a true professional or do you see an outlaw guy?
Ooh. Well, we'll start with a couple of things, right? First off, if you think that you're going into this match with a hot dog and a handshake guy, you're sadly mistaken. I am far beyond hot dogs and handshakes. But to answer Buster's question, I got to ask another question. Buster, obviously you've got Jet Hero on the chat here on the pod. Look at him and look at me. What do you see, Buster?
I see a rebel, man, in Jet Hero. Here's the one thing I know about Jet Hero, and I can never take this away from him. He stands on his word above and beyond anything else. I do see a guy, he talks a lot of shit, but he stands by his word. If he says something, he stands by it. He stands behind it. Honestly, I do think Jet Hero needs to get out and work different places and work better talent so he can get better. And that's just an honest opinion right there. But at the same time, Austin, you're out here working all these top-notch name guys, but this coming Friday night in Brownsville, Tennessee, you got to get grimy and gritty in the PKAW arena. And that's what I want to know, man, because there is a difference. You said you've been dying to work some shows where you could let loose, cuss, do what you wanted to. This is definitely the show, but there is a definite difference when you're in them crisp, clean, beautiful arenas. When you're standing backstage at WrestleMania, it's a hell of a lot different than when you're standing backstage in Brownsville, Tennessee in PKAW. Are you ready to get grimy and gritty like Jet Hero's ready to get grimy and gritty?
Of course I am. But what I was getting to is that when I look at Jet Hero, I see something unique. I see something different, right? Obviously, if you look at his mask, it has a lot of detail. Turn your head, Jet. Turn your head. You see, that mask has a lot of detail. It looks like it means something, right? That shirt, it looks like it means something. That championship title, it looks like it means something. And that's the difference within professional wrestling. Jet Hero doesn't look like an outlaw guy. Right? When I think of outlaw guys, I think of guys that get their gear off of Lucha. and they choose to look like somebody else instead of being something else. Rebel would probably be the best way to describe Jett Hero, in my opinion. But if Jett Hero thinks that I can't get down, I can't scrap, I can't get these little hands dirty, I most certainly can. And at the end of the day, that'd be on him, because when he finds out that Austin can do all those things, I'm already going to be walking out with the PKAW championship. And you said something earlier that kind of got me thinking a little bit, Jett. You said that you are the top guy in the Mid-South, right? And that's cool.
Absolutely.
That's cool, right? I can respect that. And you've sure have done a lot of things to get yourself to that point. But at the end of the day, Astonishing Austin Mulitalo is not a top guy in the Mid-South. I am a top guy wherever I go. Doesn't matter if it's St. Louis, Cleveland, New York. It doesn't matter. Wherever I go, I am a top guy. And if you've noticed, wherever I go, I step in the ring with top guys. So when I come to the Mid-South this Friday night, Astonishing Austin Mulitalo isn't stepping in the ring with some guy from PKAW. I am stepping into the ring with the fucking guy at PKAW. And when I step into that ring, I'm going to do whatever it takes to show that guy that I'm the fucking guy. Because Astonishing Austin Mulitalo is a lot of things. But Friday night, I'm going to walk out PKAW heavyweight champion. And I'll be more than proud to show up every PKAW show to keep earning that championship and to keep proving that I am everything that I say I am.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of respect coming from Austin. Deep down, obviously he respects you. He respects that title you're carrying. He wants to collect that title. He is known for collecting titles. But let me ask you this. You said something earlier, Jett. I don't know who passed out that memo. Well, I got a good idea who may have passed out that memo. I know over recent shows, you and the guy who not only brought you into this world, but brought you into this business, seem to be having some issues. Oh, Dad, PK Ripper. What happens when you find out PK Ripper is the guy who called Austin in to take care of Jett Hero?
That would be highly disrespectful. PK came out of retirement, 8 years not seen in the wrestling world, caused my stable some disruption, had someone turn their back on me, started trying to disform the independent fucking heroes. But one thing about it is PK Ripper, if he was the guy, I already have his retirement home picked out. And I would be glad to put him in his place so I could still carry this PKAW heavyweight champion for years to come. You see that championship? This ain't your ordinary 2-pound buy it from eBay championship. This is a double layered pure gold championship. This is not your average show. Buster, you know.
It's going to look nice around my waist.
You've seen it.
It's going to look nice.
You might think it will look nice around your waist, but come September 5th, I'll show you why this never leaves my side.
So look, you mentioned the dissension in your group, and Alex Cross popped on here. He says, Jett Hero is a joke. My boy Austin Mulitalo got this in the bag. So that's one of your guys. This was a guy that you was thick as thieves with here a month ago. Now you guys are on different sides of the fence, and he's got different. He's screaming a different story than what we're used to hearing from him, Jett.
I'm gonna tell you, Buster, the knife is deep in my back. For him to be out there as an independent fucking hero, the opportunity that we gave him to make a name for himself, nobody knew who Alex Cross was. Don't nobody know Alex Cross. When he joined the independent fucking heroes, we made him a superstar. Larger than life character. So for him to take that knife and stab me in the back, super kick me, put his greasy cheeseburger hands on my damn title. I tell you what, come the beginning of the show at PKAW, I will 100% address him. And if he gets out of line, I'll show him why he should have never crossed the independent fucking heroes.
You know, man, you keep talking and listen, right? I'm a guy coming in, right? You are the guy. This is your promotion. That is your championship. And everything within PKAW revolves around you, right?
Because I'm that guy.
Yeah, you are that guy. You have everything to lose. Astonishing Austin Mulitalo stepping in the PKAW has nothing to lose. And it seems like, for me to you, that you are not focused, my friend. You've got all these different things going on when you should only be focusing on one guy, and that's Astonishing Austin Mulitalo. Because I've only got one thing in mind, and that's you and that championship. So Friday, you better get your head straight. You better be focused on me. Because if you're not, you're gonna be feeling it later on, because you're gonna be championshipless, and you're gonna see me probably in my hot tub with the title, doing one of these and doing my little dance I do. But yeah, man, you better focus, because if you don't, I'm
gonna tell you something later. I'm gonna tell you something.
Please.
When the day comes, you don't worry if I'm focused or not. You just better be ready to come out of your shell. Out of that, I'm a professional wrestler. I'm gonna hide behind these little moveset that I know, because your little movesets that I've seen, they don't impress me. They don't impress me. So Astonishing Austin Mulitalo, be prepared to be broken. To be broken by your hero, by Buster's hero.
You're not Buster's
Brownsville,
hero.
Tennessee's
I'm Buster's hero.
So Austin, real talk here. Jett is never alone. He's -1 in the independent heroes. There's still 2 other guys involved in the independent heroes, and he's never alone. So you're stepping in the lion's den this coming Friday night in Brownsville, Tennessee, man. Like I said, are you prepared to combat Jett plus 2 other guys?
Of course I am. Because here's the difference between me and Jett Hero. I don't need other people to be successful. I just need me, myself, and I.
De La Soul.
But Friday night, I'm not going to be alone. Because, I'm the new guy coming in. But I guarantee you, the moment I step out through that curtain, walk into that ring, all the beautiful fans of PKAW are going to be my fans. I'm going to be their hero. And hey, no spoilers here, but I actually have some buddies in the PKAW locker room. Buddies that have my back at any given time, if need be. So if there's some shenanigans, I'm sure they're going to come help me out.
Jett Hero, man. What do you
guess? Let me guess. You got Alex Cross in your back pocket, huh?
I got nobody in my back pocket.
I tell you what.
Why are you scared? Why are you scared?
Let me tell you something. I've made these kids stars. You think anybody knew who Alex Cross was? I'm going to make you a star. You think that you are a star at everywhere you go, but see, you've never faced anyone like me. I'm going to make you a different star. You're not going to be a wrestling star. You're going to be a joke. A starring joke when you step in there with the PKAW heavyweight champion. Because no matter what, no matter how many friends you think you have, Jett Hero has what he needs. Ethan Steele, Mike Reels, them 2 guys are at the top of the food chain. When I say that we don't wrestle like pro wrestlers on live TV. You know what I'm saying? So Mike Reels, Ethan Steele, if needs be that he brings his friends, I'll have my friends. And Pure Kick-Ass Wrestling, we are a hardcore show. So if you want to take on that type of match, you know what I'm saying? add some weapons, maybe a flaming table.
Oh, jeez.
There's no restrictions.
So Austin, that brings up another question. I know you're a pretty guy, man. We all see it. Are you ready to play with the plunder like that, man? Take a chance on getting that face messed up, because that's that. I said it at the beginning. Face of the company. That's you. That's part of your allure right there. To every wrestling company out there, the way you look. What happens if you go in there and you get that face reconstructed a little bit?
You know, honestly, that's not any of my concern at all. Like I said earlier, a lot of people have conceived notions about me and how I present myself. But at the end of the day, you know, I can scrap. I can go down. I will do whatever it takes, right? And obviously in my career, if you followed it, you can tell that I've done whatever it takes, right? In my position, the things that I've done, not many people can say that they've done them. But going in Friday night, uncharted territory, somebody I've never wrestled before, a situation that I might have never been in, a hardcore situation, stuff like that. Is it a little scary? Of course, right? Who wouldn't be? But at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I know exactly what I will do. I will go in there and do what I do best. That's astonish the professional wrestling world. Doesn't matter if it's in Brownsville, Tennessee. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do my thing. But it kind of makes me wonder, right? Obviously, I'm getting branded as the face of a lot of things. But let's talk about your face, Jett. Why do you hide behind a mask? Do all your buddies hide behind masks too?
The mask. The mask. You ask about the mask, huh?
Sure.
I'll tell you that when you're such a popular guy like Jett Hero, you never expose your face, because then I would have people like your mom running up trying to get autographs from their hero.
Damn, we took a left turn right there, didn't we?
Maybe your old lady would want to take a picture with me and my prestigious heavyweight championship, you know? So
my mom's not a fan of Spirit Halloween. I'm sorry.
She's a fan of other things. So
oh,
all I'm gonna say is that when
damn,
she sees Jett Hero, bro, they lose control. They can't handle the guy under the mask. So I have to keep this on to protect my identity.
Okay.
How do you even respond to that, Austin?
Oh man. I'll just put it like this, right?
I mean, he brought in your mom and your old lady.
He did.
Hey, don't worry. I won't even charge her for the picture, bro.
Here's the thing, right? There's some truth to what he said, minus my mom and the old lady. It's not necessarily women that, you know, go crazy. It's the men that go crazy when Jett Hero takes off that mask. Because last time I checked, women don't like.
I knew he was about to come with that shit.
So Jett, do the dudes love you, man?
If I was gay, you would really want me, Austin Mulitalo.
No.
Yeah. So if I was gay, I would have ugly people like Justin Klein in my inbox. You know, I would have.
Probably do, honestly.
I would have people that's not so prestigious trying to ride my coattail to try to see what Jett Hero's gonna do. So
it sounds like
if I was gay, which I'm not, you know, I have 4 kids and trying to have another, you know, maybe with your old lady or your mom's, or maybe my old lady or her mom's.
You've got the Chris Lex Express going on over there.
That's how it works.
You got the Chris Lex Express, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to compete with Chris Lex at the moment, and but the only thing difference is that I take care of my stupid kids. So, you know, before, you know, anybody thinks anything irrelevant to it, Jett Hero could be whatever. You know, Jett Hero could be that guy. Jett Hero is
Hypothetical, Jett. Let's just pretend you are gay. If you were gay, would you date Austin? Let's be honest now. If you were gay, would you date Austin?
With the gay shit.
I mean, y'all brought it up. I'm just asking the fucking questions, man.
I wouldn't put it past him, right?
I'm gonna tell you,
Austin, would he be in your inbox, man? Would he be in your inbox?
It'd be the other way around. He would be in my inbox, and I would delete that shit.
So look, all right, guys.
I'll immediately block you, Buster, if you say anything like that again. Let me tell you something. Austin isn't even at my caliber of look, so he couldn't even be in my inbox. So let me tell you, just make sure that you bring your moms, bring your old ladies, so they can watch you bleed all over the PKAW arena come this Friday, September 5th.
All right, guys, do we want to try to pull this back on the rails, man? Get this fucking train back on the track and close this show out, because this went way off the rails. We went from a pro wrestling podcast to the dating game real fast right there. I don't know what happened.
It happened.
And you're the winner, Buster.
Yep.
God dog, man. So look, Justin Klein's in here. Hold on. He got two things. He says, wow, the viewership is half of what it was when Austin was on here solo. Damn, Jett. Klein says that we were doing better when it was just me and Austin, and I should have left you in the waiting room, man.
It was actually because Justin Klein started commenting on our live. Will you please remove him and his comments so that we can get our viewership back up? When people see him commenting on shit, it tanks. It tanks hard. I cut that live promo. Within 2 hours, I had over 500 views. This motherfucker had a video up for 6 days and got 233 views on it. Don't come in here with how many viewerships that we'll get. I promise you that we have the highest viewership out of all the videos that Buster Unmasked has.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I came at you pretty hard 6 days ago, and it took you this long to be able to respond back, and it was like 2 minutes of you saying stuff, but it meant nothing. So I would chill on the views.
All right, guys, let's get it back on track. Let's get ready to wrap this thing up. You guys have this huge match, marquee match. I'm going on record, Jett. I think it might be the biggest match in PKAW history to date. At least the modern version, since y'all been in Brownsville. I feel like
we brought in Sean Hoodrich and Chris Lex, and they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah, Chris Lex.
I would have to say that Austin is like this much better than them guys. So I may say that it is probably, to this date, the highest caliber match that PKAW's had, besides the tag team division deal. We've had some pretty good guys come through there, and face Steel Cross. So we've had the Outbreak here many a times facing them, and they've had killer ass matches. But to be a singles match, I would probably say that this is one of the highest caliber matches to this day.
And look, I'm going to go on record and say Chris Lex has already said he wants a match with both of y'all. He done said that. He don't like either one of you guys. He wants to be booked against either one of you guys anywhere. So look, this Friday night, this marquee matchup is Austin's debut in Brownsville, Tennessee at PKAW. So, Austin, I'm going to start with you, and we'll let the champ go last because he is the champ.
Sure.
Talk to me about how you feel like this match is going to play out Friday night.
Buster, it's a big match feel, right? Like we said earlier, we've got the guy of PKAW going up against a guy that is trying to be the guy, not just in one centralized area, but everywhere he goes. So with that being said, this isn't just going to be some ordinary match. I'm assuming this is going to be a main event match. But what I'm not assuming is the violence in this match can literally go any kind of way. This match could start off nice and neat, It could go off the rails. Anything goes, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not just because of who I am. It's not because of who Jett Hero is. It's because we're in pure kick-ass wrestling. We're not just some professional wrestling indie show, right? We do whatever it takes. We step outside the norms of what is normal within professional wrestling. And Astonishing Austin Mulitalo, I'm going in there and I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. I'm doing the complete opposite of what I'm used to, what is normal to me, because I believe that I have absolutely everything it takes to become pure kick-ass wrestling heavyweight champion. And Jett, this might sound like words coming out of my mouth, but to a certain extent, about this much, right? Just like you did me earlier. I respect you, right? I respect the fact that you are the man there. I respect that you are the man that is putting everything into PKAW. I respect that. And I'm not trying to come in there and take from you, right? My goal is to come in there and make PKAW better than what it is now. And to be able to do that, I have to do whatever it takes. And that means becoming PKAW heavyweight champion. And it just so happens to be that you're going to be the guy that I take the title off of. And for that, I apologize. But at the end of the day, I'm only trying to make PKAW better.
Jett, you the champ. He's trying to make PKAW better. Do you think Austin can make PKAW better? And tell us how you feel like this match Friday night's going to play out, man.
Make it astonishing. I like that.
Well, first off, you can never make PKAW better. They have me. So for you to gloat and you're slick with words, your promo was good. I could sit there and do 5 takes on a promo, chop it, edit it to the perfect word and the perfect scheme. But see, I'm a in-your-face, keep it raw, uncut type of guy. So when you say that you're coming in to make PKAW better, well, you can't make it better. But what PKAW can do for you is make Astonishing Austin Mulitalo believe in the hero. That's what we're going to get September 5th. And when I make Austin a believer that I am the top guy here, you'll understand, Buster. Justin Klein's dumbass management, he'll understand. Chris Lex, he already understands. The Kane superstar, Johnny Dotson, even understands. I am that guy for a reason. And not because of this, but because who I am. So if you're coming for this, you will have to break this guy, this man. And Austin, you have no chance in hell doing that.
We'll see.
All right. All right, guys, it's this Friday night, Brownsville, Tennessee, PKAW Professional Wrestling. Jett, give everybody the address. Tell everybody the bell time.
Y'all already know it's in Brownsville, Tennessee, 1001 North Washington Street. Home of everybody's hero. So come September 5th, Jett Hero goes one-on-one with the Astonishing Austin Mulitalo. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Austin, it's your debut this coming Friday night. What debut it would be if you walked into Brownsville without that PKAW title and you left Brownsville with that PKAW title in your very first match there.
Yes, it would, Buster. And, you know, it might just be a thing because I'm young. But at the end of the day, my entire life, everybody's been underestimating me. Everybody's been putting labels on who I am and what I can do. Friday night's going to be a great example, an astonishing example of everything that I can do and what I am so capable of doing. because I will walk out PKAW heavyweight champion.
There it is, y'all.
That's going to make 6.
He's collecting titles, and he's made a prediction. This is a huge match coming up this Friday night. Guys, I want to thank both of you for coming on, giving us your time, giving us your thoughts on this upcoming matchup. Austin, I know you're a busy dude. I appreciate you so much for coming on, man. I'm going to pull you out of here first. Thank you so much, and good luck this Friday night in Brownsville, Tennessee, my man.
Thank you.
Jett Hero. Let me pull us back just a second. Let me get us on here right. There we go. All right, Jett. This Friday night, let me pull up this poster right quick so everybody can see it. Then you can plug it one more time. Well, hold on. Well, maybe I won't pull it up, Jett. I got. Hold on, man. I had to read.
Even if you can't pull it up, it is September 5th, right in Brownsville, Tennessee.
There we go.
Jett Hero didn't even get put on the flyer. Something's going to have to be done about this when they don't even put the PKAW heavyweight champion on the flyer, but they put Astonishing Austin Mulitalo on there. They put Todd Curry on there. You know how many times I beat Todd Curry? They put Chase McCoy on there. Who is that? Huh? Nobody even knows a Chase McCoy. It's ridiculous. But come this Friday, I make Austin Mulitalo a believer in the hero.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Buster, you better get your list right. Jett Hero better be on that list real soon, or I'll come pay you a visit too.
Jett Hero, that depends on you, man. You got to work your way on that list, and that's the honest truth. Hey, and this is my honest opinion, branch out. Don't just stay in PKAW. Let's take it around the territory, dude, and then I promise you, it around the territory, you'll make it on that list.
I will tell you, I went and got my physical done so I could get my Missouri state license and shit, but
I'm glad to hear that.
I had a little problem with it, so I did a physical for my MMA fight. And I thought I was going to be able to, like, slide that over in there and stuff, but I had to take a little deeper physical, you know what I'm saying, for it. So now I have to go back. So don't you worry, Buster. You might see this heavyweight championship belt on many of stages coming soon.
All right, Jett, I'm looking forward to that. Dude, I appreciate you so much as always. Anytime you're on, it's a blast. Thank you so much for coming on, giving us your time, man. And good luck to you this Friday night, Jett.
Yes, sir, Buster. I appreciate it, bro.
You take it easy.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. You seen it right there. This Friday night, Brownsville, Tennessee. PKAW. The debut of an astonishing Austin Mulitalo facing off against the PKAW heavyweight champion, Jett. Your hero, my hero. He says everybody's hero. Do not miss it. Be sure to go get your tickets early. Be in Brownsville this Friday night. Always a hell of a show. One of the UWA affiliate promotions. You do not want to miss it. Guys, I will be back this coming Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with the Dark King, Chris Styles. That's one you don't want to miss. Let me promote this Dirty Dozens upcoming show on September 14th at 8 p.m. and then I'll let you guys get out of here.
You already know who it is. We be bustin'. It's Big Buster, baby. And I got some dirty dozens for y'all. We be bustin'. Wrestling roast battle. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready. We be bustin'. Here we go. Who be bustin'? We be bustin' like Blassie, like William Perry, we hustlin'. Big in these streets like Big Buster. You a sucker like Lou Brother, who trusted? We be bustin'. Lick off shots, shouldn't get clocked.
All right, y'all, Sunday night, September 14th, 8 p.m. Do not miss the Dirty Dozens. If you do, you're going to regret it. I will be back this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Chris Styles, that's the one you don't want to miss. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until Tuesday night, I'll take it easy.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past.
And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.